This front one is going to be really hard for me to show on video, but you can see the wire right there. The O2 sensor is right there. The wire comes up and the electrical connector is right here. So you just disconnect this electrical connector and then pull out the O2 sensor down there. Best to do it when the car is cold, of course. You don't want this stuff to be really hot. So this is bank 1 sensor 1, and then the downside, the other one will be bank 1 sensor 2. So pull that electrical connector. That's a 7/8, but I have a special tool for it. I'll show you that, and I'll make sure to link it. And this one you can actually access really easily from underneath the car, but I'm just going to go ahead. This is the little tool I have, and I would also use this underneath the car too. But I'm going to use a little extension and a 3/8 ratchet. So I decided to go with A Premium. Usually I don't go with generic O2 sensors, but I've installed a lot of A Premium parts lately. And I thought I'd give them a try and see, that way I can, if I like them, I can recommend them. I don't really have a part number on here, but here's the numbers that are on the box. Maybe it can help you. And usually I would go with MTK or Denso or something, but I want to try out their products. You can see that the threads have a little bit of NSEs on them. If they don't come with that, you want to put a little bit on there. Just take it down till you feel it stop. Use a crush washer is crushed, and then go ahead and open your electrical. Make sure it's not all twisted up down there, because sometimes that can happen. You want to try to keep it away from the intake manifold, of course. The second one, I need to lift the car up for the sensor 2 to see where it goes through, because on sensor 2 it's on the underside, but it goes through the underneath of the car into the cab, so we gotta figure out where it goes first. So let me show you sensor 2. You're gonna lift the vehicle up and follow the exhaust down, and it's gonna be right after the catalytic converter here. This is a resonator. This is your catalytic converter. So your O2 sensor sits right here, and if you follow the line, you'll notice it goes into the cab, which where that area is basically pretty much under the passenger seat. So we'll have to lift up the carpet and see where that wire goes. It's going to go up into the center console, probably somewhere, or possibly under the seat. But I'm going to go ahead and pull this out first, and then I'll lower the car back down and we'll figure out where that goes. This is also the one that I have the check engine light for. I'm going to use the same tool, though you can probably use a 7/8 wrench if you really wanted to. Actually, a wrench might be a little easier on this one. I'm just going to twist this out. I'm not really worried about the wires because I'm replacing it. But again, this is the one that's giving me the check engine light, and you can see the thing's pretty gunked up. So good reason why it's giving me the light, probably. Then we'll lower the car and we'll figure out where this comes out. Alright, so let me show you what I did and what I plan to do. So basically, if you go into the left hand corner of the seat area, I just pulled the carpet back and from underneath the mid section there, and there's the connector right there. What I'm going to try to do is disconnect the connector and see if I can pull it through from underneath and then fish the new one in, so I don't have to take out all this stuff here and remove the seat to get the carpet up and stuff like that. So we'll give this a try and see if it works. I'm hoping it does, so we'll give it a shot. So obviously disconnect the connector right here. It's just a push button and you pull it out. Once you get that disconnected, it feels like it'll push right through there. So I'll push it through there and see if I can fish it out from underneath and fish the new one in. That's my hope. We'll see how it goes. So let's see if we can get lucky enough on prying that out of there. This could backfire on me. It might not come out. I might have to, you know, a couple different things. We'll give this a shot. And there's the connector right there. So awesome. And we should be able to put the new connector in and push it through with our finger. And again, I did a premium on this one. Again, I'm testing out their products because I install a lot of them, so I want to see how they actually do. And you'll notice most products are made in China these days, even AutoZone and Napa and all that. So they're all a gamble anymore, but there it is. So my hope is just push this connector through and get it through that little hole, which I think I just did, because look at that. I think we got it. So what I'll do is go ahead and stuff this in there and pop it through so it's set right. And then before I twist this in, I'm going to twist it the other way to give myself some play on the wire. So you see that? So I've got a good twist in there, because when I start twisting this in here, it's going to come back the other way. So I want to give myself a little bit of play. Get that started in there. So you want to start. There we go. Okay. I'll just go ahead and use the 7/8 wrench on this one. But again, you'll feel the crush washer stop. Just take it till it stops it. Perfect. Get that pushed in. Alright, and hopefully our cable came through. Oh, there it is. Sweet, that worked out really well. So connect your connectors. I can't do that on film, I need both hands. Alright, sorry I couldn't video this, but once you get that connector in, you just push your carpet back in. I found it easiest to start in the back here and then pull this forward as you put the carpet up underneath it. But yeah, good to go. Everything's set. Both sensors are now in. And just real quick before I end this video, I want to see if that check engine light went off. I might need to take it for a ride, but we'll see. It was on, so let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. It's gone. Yes. So far with the A Premium products, I know a lot of generic O2 sensors don't reset the check engine light. The A Premium sensors did. So far I'm really happy with them. And yeah, it's staying off, car's running, it's idling better too. So yeah, good to go. All right.